Hello, scrappers. Today, I'm scrapping this. This is a Brother Intellifax 770. This is a fax machine. Look how faded it is. It's like yellow. It's like beige colored and light colored. This thing's a dinosaur. Been in the other garage forever. I doubt it works. It was given to me to scrap, so it probably quit working on somebody. Look at that, look how faded it is. Oh, it's got toner in it. Oh, this is the ribbon kind. Still a lot left on that. I think this is the take-up roll. Let me show you something about these, right? You think you throw... You're pretty sure that you threw your stuff in a paper shredder, right? You're sure you secured your identity, right? Alright, look at this thing. I'm gonna go quick here. Oh, here we go, here we go. Oh, look at that. Personal information. We'll go real quick here. Oh, that looked like March Madness. What else we got? Whoa, 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 whoa. Important documents. Your secret safe with me, buddy. Yeah, because people don't fax. People only fax important stuff. I should probably throw that in the wood stove. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. A lot of these consumables in here are replaceable. Does this thing come out? No, let's go scrapping. I've scrapped fax machines before, but I don't think I've scrapped one like this. Oh, was that steel? Magnet sticks to that. We got some non-magnetic stainless here. It's the little thing that grabs the sheet. There's going to be some silver Mylar behind that, I'm guessing. Lose the gloves until I absolutely need them. I forgot to throw it on a scale. See what it weighs with all the plastic and such on it. It weighs 8 3/4 pounds. There's going to be some nice yummy circuit board in here. There's going to be some electric motors. That's magnetic stainless, probably 400 grade. That's heavy. Oh, a piece of tin there. This can go right in the tin bucket just the way it is, with that little piece of plastic on it, because they can still pick it up with their big magnet. Look at this. There's my silver Mylar. Let's see if I can get this nice yummy looking green board out. I'm going to call this number 2 insulated, even with a little bit of board on it. The number 2 insulated is worth more, so I'm going to leave the board on it. We'll make it a little bit heavier, make it worth a little bit more. Now, silver Mylar, all these little traces in here are silver. There's a chemical process to get that out of there. I won't be doing that, but I will wait until I have a lot of this, and I will be selling it on eBay. We got quite a bit going here already, and in the other garage I have a giant box full of it. Got a pretty decent collection going. And this is all just plastic. There's too much plastic here to leave on that little metal rod. So I'm gonna see if I can get this rod out. Can't do that to the scrapyard. You can sneak a little here and there, but that's pretty much garbage. Not steel. And this is low grade. This is low grade China board, copper bearing board. Some little monolithic ceramic capacitors here. I'm not going to waste my time with these chips. If they're larger and there's a lot more of them, of course they're worth your time. Screw? I don't know how to take screws out. I knew it. They had some weight in there for ballast. It felt heavy. Got some plastic. Another little piece of steel. There's a tiny little bit of copper in here. Wonder if it's worth my time. I almost want to say it's worth more as copper bearing because of the magnets in here still. I'm going to call this copper bearing because there's a tiny little bit of copper in here. And some number 2 insulated. These are gold plated, but there's very little gold there. And these are a struggle to get out. So those can stay right on there. How easy is this to get out? There's very little gold plating on this, but since they were easy to get out, I decided to get them out. Quite a bit of gold plated pins here. They do add up. They are worth collecting. These cutters just do not want to cut. There we go. Put my cover on before I spill it, because I've spilt this before. Number 2 insulated. More number 2 insulated. It's fun breaking stuff. There's still some electronics in here because there is a wire. See if I can find that where that wire goes. Oh, look at that. Ooh, magnet does not stick to that. I wonder what this is. Kind of heavy. Let's give it the old grinder test. It's not brass. It is stainless steel, non-magnetic stainless. because we did get sparks. And that's just a tiny little sensor in there. Tiny little board, tiny little sensor. That can stay right in here. There's enough tin here to just call all this tin for the tin bucket. Some number 2 insulated. And we're still going to have some kind of a motor in here. Ooh. Every year you get older, and it seems like the ground gets further and further away. Bending over and picking something up, it's like more of a chore every year. Oh, look at that. That flux that they put on there. Look how gooey that is. What is in here? Kind of heavy. I wonder if there's a little bit of copper in here. No, just some sort of little switch. We got some more copper bearing, some more number 2 insulated. I wonder. Oh, screws on the bottom. And a grounding screw. I'm just going to cut this close. Whew, that was cutting her close. Get the copper out of this easily. Clean it up a little bit. Good enough. Number 2 copper. Some copper bearing circuit board. More tin for the tin bucket. And we got our plug end. I'm going to hold off on that so I don't have to put the gloves on. Broken board. I didn't even realize I broke that one. Well, don't go worry about breaking circuit boards. Somebody commented once that, you know, oh, the circuit boards are worth nothing now that you broke them. At the scrapyard, they're going to crush them and bail them up anyways. I'm going to call this copper bearing again. There is a little tiny bit of copper in here. It's like worth more as copper bearing because of the metal here. So I'm going to call that copper bearing. This little transformer, I'm thinking about trying to get the wire out of that. Get the copper out of it. Remember, a magnet's your friend. That's a nice chip. You're saving that. Wait till you got a lot of these and you list these on eBay. These do add up. I have a bunch of bunch of processors over here. Ceramic processors. I got a bag of these chips here. Yes, I do. I got some gold-plated ones. Look at this one. Ooh. But these do add up. Let me see if I can get the copper out of this little transformer easily. Kind of wanted to leave it on the board in case you can't get it out. No, that's going to be too much work. Too much work for too little reward. Got a little bit of it though. And this will go in with the copper bearing. And this other one can stay right on the board. Is that a little relay? That's a little relay. Got some tiny, tiny little silver contacts in here. Got some number 2 copper. Some more copper bearing circuit board. Oh, 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 oh. Ooh, crystal oscillator. There's green on both sides. I'm going to pick a little bit off of this and then we'll call this green board. That chip can stay on there. It's a pretty nice looking little chip. This is a crystal oscillator. Tiny little piece of silver in here. I won't be getting the silver out of this, but I will be saving all of these. And when I get a little bit more, I'll be listing them on eBay, and somebody else will get the silver out of them. A lot of gold pins there. Let me see if I can get these out. My cutters. I'm trying to pull. I'm not cutting. There we go. Some of them are coming out. There, I got them all. Some more gold-plated pins. I'm gonna try to pull them all together. And some number 2 insulated. Stepper motor. A solenoid. Got to get this little solenoid out. There's a little reward of copper in there if you can get it out. There's that. How easy does a stepper motor come out? Just like that. There's some more tin for the tin bucket. There isn't much left in this for scrap. There is glass in this optic reader. Let's pick up with a magnet. Can't do that to the scrapyard. This is pretty much all glass. Some more number 2 insulated. Oh, I see screws way down in there. Oh, good old Edward Hammerhands. Oh! Hidden circuit board. I was getting ready to give up on that piece. How does the rest of this come out? So, sometimes you gotta sit back and think about your scrap. This is copper bearing just the way it is. Why take this piece of steel off of it? This copper bearing is worth more than steel. I want to see if this is a relay. Oh, that's a relay. And there's some little tiny silver contacts in there. I'm going to call this copper bearing. A little pinch of number 2 copper. Or number 2 insulated. And this is about done. Kapling! It'll turn up eventually. I'll find it when I sweep the floor one of these days. That's probably 400 grade stainless. Anything hiding under here? Ooh, is that brass? That's non-magnetic stainless. And this is done. More non-magnetic stainless. And of course, I'll gather up all these screws. every little bit goes in the tin bucket. These are transistors. So I can grab hold of these and just pluck them off. Oh. Number 2 copper. Is this aluminum? That's not aluminum. I'm thinking I can cut into that and get the copper out of this. So we got some copper bearing circuit board. This hacksaw blade has cut a lot. Oh, it's got all those layers of tape. Not gonna happen. Copper bearing. Let's see how easy it is to get this little gear here is gonna be brass. Kind of use my cutters as a press to press it off. Finish getting my little tiny piece of brass off. Oh, that's what was happening. The whole shaft was coming out. Ah, I can all go in the tin bucket now. This little screwdriver. Let's see if I can get this metal plate separated. There's the commuter. Yep. There's the magnet. Well, sometimes these have a seam in them. You can grab it by the seam and kind of peel it apart. See if it'll slide out nicely for me. A little piece of circuit board's coming off. There's always quite a bit of motor, a quite a lot of copper in one of these stepper motors. Ouch! Oh, 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 oh! I know you guys like watching me struggle. Ouch. There we go. How is this going to come off? Am I going to be able to peel it? Yeah. Let me get on some gloves now, because I need my hands for work tomorrow. Some more tin for the tin bucket. Oh, look at that. Beautiful golden slinky. I felt like aluminum. Oh, and I forgot. Where'd it go? We got the little... Got this little guy too. That's a nice little handful of copper. Watch this little solenoid here. Boink. And can't forget about that steel. There's steel here too. Can't forget about the plug end. You grab it by the brass and twist her out. And you can usually get the copper to slide out with it. So now you got some garbage. And some copper and some brass. All right. So this brass isn't really going to register anything, so I'm not going to put it on the scale anyways. But we got a little over 5 pounds. So we got 1/10 of a pound green board, green on both sides. A little tiny bit of brass. It all adds up though. Got 1/4 of a pound of non-magnetic stainless. Half a pound of number 2 insulated. Oh my goodness, this big dumb piece of sheet metal. There we go. Let's see how much copper bearing we got. I'm losing some. It'll turn up though. A little over half a pound of copper bearing. Time to go to the scrapyard. My copper bearing bucket's full. Can I get it all at once? And a little over 3.5 pounds of tin for the tin bucket. Now for the good part. We're going to ounces, because there's not a lot here. 1.5 ounces of number 2 copper. Not too bad. It all adds up. People think I'm crazy, but you know, you never know. You might have to trade this for some ramen noodles or something. Times are tough now. So just remember, guys, scrap is everywhere. All you gotta do is find it, sort it, and hoard it. So thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.